Great. Hey, everyone watching to the replay. Everyone watching the replay. Thank you for watching. Let's see. Hey, Tina. How are you? Animator. Hello, how are you? Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Hello. Patricia, LaRonda, Devin, Leah, Chris, Anaya, Preschool Princess, Vet, Vibeless, Michelle, Veronica, Nisi, Kia. Hey, I was just in Houston. For a conference. I gotta go back. I like Houston. It was cool. You finally caught a live. Yes. What's going on? Brown Gal Peace Lounge, Valencia. That's such a pretty name. Hey, Kristen from the Bahamas. Hey, Kimura. Kimura's coming out the gate with the question. She like, skip the introduction. Let's get to the Q&A. Hey, everyone. I'm doing good. Happy Friday. Where is everyone at? What state, what country? Where are you guys? St. Lucia, Pittsburgh. Thank you so much. Thank you, Vibeless. Miami sounds good right now. Raleigh, Virginia, Connecticut, Cleveland, Puerto Rico, Little Rock, Arkansas, New Orleans, New York, Ohio, Trinidad, Paris, France, Jersey, Chicago, New York, Africa. Awesome. Well, hey guys, I'm so glad you guys are here to join me on this Q&A impromptu curly chemistry live. If this is your first time joining a live with me, like ever, put a 1 in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat if this is your very first live with me. I want to know who's in here. We got several ones. Oh, yay. Awesome. I'm so glad you guys are here. Welcome. I'm so glad you guys are here. This is going to be definitely different from like my regular videos, which are pretty much, pre-planned, pre-outlined, all the things edited. There's no editing here, okay? So what happens here. I save all my lives, so we hope everything goes well. But it's really about you guys. Like, this is your show. I always say I really have no agenda on these lives. It's really for you guys, so I can connect with you all. Got Tokyo in the house, the Netherlands. Awesome. Yeah, so this is for you guys. I do have, of course, every live I share products, like things that I'm loving, currently, like what I've been using this week or my wash day that I just want to share with you guys. A lot of you guys are getting ready to wash your hair. It's the weekend. So I'm like, let's do a live. So with that being said, let's get started. So put your questions in the chat. If I miss your question, copy and paste it and put it back in, but let's just jump right into it. Got Minnesota. Yes, Devin, you are here all the time. Okay. Thank you. I appreciate it. What is your favorite headband wig? Right now, it's this one. I'm loving this wig, and I feel so bad because a lot of you guys have been asking me, where did you get this wig from? Like, where's it from? And I don't even remember where I got it, because I got it like a year ago on some random website like hairgirlwhatever.com, and I was like, oh, that's cute, let me go ahead and get it. And I didn't think much of it because it was like maybe $80, maybe something like that. And I wore it for a while, like a year and a half ago, but then I was like, but then now I'm in this protective style season. I don't know how long it's going to last, but I'm really loving the low maintenance of everything. Like, I love waking up, laying down my edges, popping this bad boy on, and going out my day. Now I do, take it off when I get home. Of course, I don't, keep it on all the time. But what I do is every 2 days, I take down my hair because I have my hair in braids, like 2 little braids underneath this, and I re-moisturize my hair, put it back up, like pin it back up, like my 2 little braids, and then the next day I'll pop this back on. I wash my hair once a week, so I'm still taking care of my hair. It's one thing if you're going to do protective styling, but you got to do it the right way. You can't just pop something on your head and forget about your hair. And I see that a lot. That's probably like one of the biggest mistakes a lot of naturals make, is that they do protective styling. They get excited about the protective style, but then they forget about their hair. They forget about the fact that their scalp needs to be washed on a regular basis. And then when they take it off, they got scalp dermatitis and they got crazy dandruff and crazy itchiness and irritation. So you gotta take care of the scalp and the hair. But that's kind of what's going on here. I'm gonna make a video very soon. I'm gonna take you guys into my bathroom with me to show you guys how I do like my braids and how I re-moisturize and all the things. So that's coming very, very soon. But that was like a long answer, but hopefully that answers your question, girl. I don't know where I got it from. This is my favorite one. I think it's like a wavy, wet, wavy. I don't know. I don't know wigs like that, but this is what it is. Thank y'all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, let me see what questions that I miss. Nisi says she's washing her hair as we speak. I love it. Hey, Kelly from Detroit. Classy D Diamond, your first live. Welcome, girl. Let's see. What's the best comb with no seams to use? When you say comb, meaning like a comb that you comb your hair with, if that's what I think you're saying, Tangle Teaser. I don't know if you guys follow me on Instagram or not, but I posted a wide tooth comb on my Instagram story yesterday. Tangle Teaser. I think they just came out with it, but it's like a purple comb. I think it comes in purple and pink. You can get it at Target. Ulta has it, Amazon.com has it, but it's like the Tangle Teaser wide tooth comb, and it has two sides. I don't really use the other side, but the main side, like the teeth are like so wide, so it glides through like 4C, 4B, 4A hair. That is a comb that I low-key want to just like get two more just in case they discontinue it, because brands do that sometimes. They be discontinuing good stuff for whatever reason. But that comb is amazing. Okay. Now, since I told y'all that comb, don't go buying all the combs in the stores. Okay. But that one is amazing. The Tangle Teaser Y2 comb is either purple or pink, and it's like a dual side. You'll see it if you look it up. Okay. Great question. Marjorie says, I would like to know if you have any tips for someone with gray hair. Great question, Marjorie. So with gray hair, here's the thing, okay? Now, there's two things that happen when you have gray hair, because eventually we're all going to get gray hair, okay? We're all going to age. Now, here's the thing. Two things happen. As we age and our hair becomes gray, we begin to lose oil, meaning the sebaceous glands within our scalp, they tend to reduce in oil production, leading to excessive dryness. On top of that, because there is now gray within our hair, our cuticle loses melanin. So with the loss of melanin, our gray hair becomes more porous. Porous hair becomes much more frizzier and drier and more manageable because it's porous. It's very gappy, like a sponge. It's very porous. So my advice to you, number one, definitely increase your deep conditioning. I don't know how often you deep condition your hair. I've learned recently that a lot of us don't do it as often as we should. We kind of look at it as like this thing we got to do once a month, when you can really deep condition your hair once a week. So I would recommend doing that, deep condition your hair once a week. As our hair ages, you may need to increase your moisture cycle. So if you're moisturizing your hair every 3 days, you may need to do it every day or every 2 days, so little things like that. I also recommend, like, in your conditioner or deep conditioner, add like a tablespoon of olive oil. Olive oil is high in a fatty acid called oleic acid, which is known for softening the hair. So I would recommend doing that as well. So those would be like my little tips for gray hair. Quick plug, by the way, my last live, I mentioned that I'm coming out with a new book. You guys know I have the Curly Girl's Guide to Hair Care Ingredients and the Natural Hair Care with some flashcards. I'm coming out with another book. I'm hoping for it to launch within like the next 2 weeks or so. But I'm going to be talking about practical solutions for natural hair. That's the title, by the way, Practical Solutions for Natural Hair. And I'm taking the top 20, I think it's either top 17 or top 20 natural hair challenges, and I'm giving you guys practical solutions that work in this book. And gray hair just happens to be one of the chapters. So stay tuned for that. Great question, by the way. Your skin is so pretty. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's see. Should I wash out? Okay, so Vet Lofton says, should I wash out rosemary water or should I leave it in my hair? That's a great question. So if it's diluted rosemary and it's not irritating your scalp, technically you could leave it in. I mean, that's completely fine. Like it's the same thing with like rose water or aloe vera juice, like those things have a high water content. So it's not anything to like, it's not going to irritate the skin, irritate the scalp, unless you're allergic to it, But I would say as far as like rosemary water, you can keep that. And I actually have a rosemary spray upstairs and I just spray it on my scalp whenever I feel like led to, and I don't wash that out at all. So yeah, you can leave it on for sure. I don't understand your question. I'll just read it out loud. Maybe it'll make sense if I say it out loud. I have waist length 4B hair. Can I use the repair weekly with heat protection? The repair weekly. Is it what's repair weekly? What do you mean? What's the repair? You may have to redo your question. I use the revise on low. Oh, the Revere. The Revere. That's what you mean. Okay. Can I use the Revere weekly with heat protection? I use the Revere on low tension 7. Yeah. Listen, I'm all for a good Revere session. Okay. I think the Revere is a great investment. It's an investment. Okay. But it's probably one of the best hair tool investments I've made because I've been using my Revere for the past, well, consistently for the past 3 months now, no heat damage. So if you want to use it on a weekly basis with a heat protectant, yes. And you're doing and you're using it on low, yes. It's different if you're using like on high every week, then that's a little bit different. But low with a heat protectant, yes, that's completely fine. And of course, monitor your hair. If you start seeing that your curl pattern is starting to loosen up over time, then cut back on it. But for the most part, if your curls are still springing back, that's a good sign. Okay, let's see. Kamora says, my hair in the front is a looser, wavy pattern, and from the back it's coarser. Should I cut it off completely? No, girl, don't cut your hair off. So here's the thing. I feel like a lot of us experience different textures in our hair. Like my hair in the back is a lot looser. The hair in the front is a lot tighter, and I'm not about to cut my hair off in the front, because no, now it's different if you got heat damage, and like your hair collectively is growing out as your regular texture, and then down here is more loose and straight, then you may want to cut that, up to you. But if your hair naturally has different textures, that's completely normal. A lot of us have that. Like a lot of us, like in this part of our hair is real tight, so you just kind of got to learn how to maneuver and work with it. So, but yeah, I wouldn't cut it off at all. Megan says, how can you promote the hair growth phase, the anagen or whichever? I have a video on that. I forgot the title of it. I want to say it's 2 hair growth activators. If you just type in curly chemistry anagen phase on YouTube, it'll pop up, but I break all that stuff down on how to increase your anagen phase. That's a great question though. But yeah, definitely check out that video. Okay, I'm trying to scroll down, see what I missed. What is the Revere? The Revere is a blow dryer, like a really innovative blow dryer. It looks like a vacuum, like a long hose. I have the older one, but it has a long hose and it literally sucks your hair into the holes and it elongates it, not to the point of like, loosening your curl pattern, but it blows dry your hair, and it does it in a way that it's in the same direction as your cuticle. So you get smoother hair, you get less frizz, and you get less heat damage. So it's amazing. Let's see. Does the amount of cuticle layers determine the smoothness or the roughness of a strand of hair? I wouldn't say the cuticle layers. I wouldn't say that. I would say more so the lifting of the cuticle will determine how rough or how frizzy or how smooth the hair will be. It's more so if those cuticles are smoothed down or not. I wouldn't say it's the layers. Oh, I need to get I need to get the book to increase my ingredient knowledge. Yes, Tris, it's gonna be amazing. I can't wait to share it. Can bromelain pineapple enzyme help decrease scalp inflammation? That's a great question. I haven't seen any like data, any like clinical data to back that claim. If it's a product that's out there that's claiming it, I would look at the reviews to see if that's actually happening. But if it's like scalp inflammation you're trying to decrease, I would say definitely look into tea tree, like tea tree essential oil mixed in with like a carrier oil, like grapeseed or jojoba oil. Tea tree oil naturally is an amazing anti-inflammatory, so that'd be great for the scalp. And also think about your diet as well, because you can tackle it both ways. You can tackle it topically, and you can also tackle it internally as well. So think about decreasing fried foods, processed foods, inflammatory foods. That'll help alone like tremendously. I don't think we realize sometimes how much our diet plays a huge role in the health of our hair and our scalp as well. A huge, huge role. So I might need to make a video on that as well. So yeah. Is clove water good for hair, and what's the correct way to use it? So clove is amazing. Thank you, Blazing Saddles. I appreciate it. Clove water is amazing. There is an organic compound in there called I want to say it's I might butcher. I think it's called eucalyptol. I might be butchering it, or I might getting it mixed up with something else, but there's organic compound in clove that is known for promoting and supporting hair growth. So clove is amazing, especially when it comes to, like I said, promoting hair growth, but more so that circulation to the scalp, because blood is hair growth. So I recommend trying it out. There's clove water, there's clove essential oils, there's so many things to like apply it to your hair and your scalp. But yes, there's been like a lot of great data, showing that cloves alone, does help with supporting hair growth. And a lot of essential oils are known for doing that because they have polyphenols, and these polyphenols act as different like mechanisms that open pathways within our body, such as hair growth pathways. And clove essential oil happens to be one of those, with like rosemary and peppermint and whatnot. The size of my hair just will not grow. Both sides are thinner and shorter than the rest of my hair. What can I do to help them grow thicker and longer? FYI, I've got fine 4C medium density hair. Okay, so the size of your hair will not grow. Both sides are thinner and shorter than the rest of your hair. What can you do to help them grow longer and thicker? So the first thing that comes to my mind is prevention. I always talk about prevention. So think about it. Like, what kind of styles are you currently doing that could be leading to your edges being much shorter than the rest of your hair? Because that plays a role too. Do you wear like a lot of like lace fronts with like glue? Do you wear a lot of tight styles that pull your hair back? Do you wear a lot of buns that pull your hair back? So styling could play a role. Okay. The second thing is it could be genetics. Okay, it could be genetics, because I know for a fact, like, this part of my hair is shorter than the rest of my hair. That's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? So it could be genetics. But if you are looking for something like a treatment type of thing, like what can you do to help support or to aid in the growth of that area? Definitely, I would say get on a really, really good hair care vitamin. My next video next Friday is going to be on vitamins, but more so when is the best time to take hair vitamins, because you don't want to just take them anytime throughout the day. So I'll cover that in that video. But some really good hair vitamins, like for example, Shadavi hair vitamin is a good one. Nutrafol, pure encapsulated biotin, Ritual, for example, like those are some really good, high potent, high quality hair care vitamins. So I would say you can tackle it internally for the edges, and then good old castor oil with a little bit of rosemary oil. That will take you a long way. And because you have 4C fine hair, obviously you don't want to like douse the castor oil on your edges. Just take a little bit and like with the balls of your fingers and just massage it in. I would do that maybe like 3 or 4 times a week. Take some pictures though to track your progress, but that'll be like a really good solution as well. Great question. Oh shoot, I had a question that went away. I'm sorry. Okay, can I use rubber bands for my hair? I wouldn't recommend it. Rubber is it's kind of stressful for our cuticle, so I wouldn't recommend it. I like satin scrunchies. I've been kind of bougie with my hair accessories lately, but satin scrunchies are amazing. Or just get like the regular like black, elastic ties, but make sure there's no metal on it, But I would not recommend rubber at all, because that stuff will cut into your hair. It's not worth it. Let's see. I had a problem with bald spots on my edges, and I added liquid iron and vitamin D3 to my vitamins, and my hair is growing back so fast. Go, Taylor. Great advice. I love that, because those 2 nutrients are like the top 2 vitamin deficiencies that a lot of women, especially Black women, we experience: vitamin D and iron. Those are the top 2. So I love the fact that you mentioned that. I'm trying to find your comment again, Taylor. And you said you use liquid iron and vitamin D3. If you can drop what exactly you use in the chat, that'll be really helpful for a lot of women, I'm sure. But thank you for sharing that. That's a good point, guys. Get your vitamin D and your iron levels checked. I would do that twice a year, because that plays a huge role. A huge role. Let's see. What am I missing? Is there something that can be done to prevent a flaky scalp? Yeah, so there's several things that you can do. I'm actually glad you mentioned that, because one of the products I have here focuses on a flaky scalp. So if you have a flaky scalp, the first thing I would look at is, how often do you wash your hair? That's always the first thing I want to say. Like, how often do you wash your hair? Do you wash your hair once a month, once every 3 weeks? That may be too long for you, So I would say increase your wash dates like once a week, at least to start off and see how your scalp responds. Okay. So I would say start with that. Are you using any creams on your scalp? Any like heavy butters on your scalp? Because a lot of times our scalp can't take that extra product. Our scalp is not designed for creams and butters and like gels for a long period of time. So I would look at that. And then the third thing I would say is, you may want to incorporate some rinses, so maybe like doing some aloe vera juice rinses if it's like flakiness tied to dryness. But the product I do want to share with you, since you brought it up, is this product here, Fantasia Icy Hair and Scalp Treatment. Oh, excuse me. This is so, so good. I don't think anyone talks about this product. I literally just randomly found it at a beauty supply store. But what makes it so amazing is that it has witch hazel in it. And it's the second ingredient. It's literally like water, witch hazel, and then there's a humectant. So it's very hydrating. Witch hazel is great for dandruff. It's great for a flaky scalp. It's great for a dry scalp. So if you can get your hands on this product, Fantasia Icy leave-in hair and scalp treatment, this will help tremendously as well. And of course, you can always do apple cider vinegar rinses. I mentioned aloe vera juice rinses as well. So anything in that category will help tremendously with a flaky scalp. But remember, prevention is important too, because you can do all the treatments, but if you don't change maybe how you're doing things, how often you're washing your hair, the problem is still going to come back. So hopefully that answers your question. Let's see. Is heat protected necessary? If not, heat styling, but just blow drying, even in cool setting. If you're just blow drying your hair, like in a cool setting, you don't have to use a heat protectant. But if it's like warm, medium, high heat, I do recommend that. If it's low, I do recommend it. But if it's just like a cool, like the cool shot, you're good. That's a good question. Megan says, I am a 4-year naturopathic doctor and I recommend integrative therapeutics, liquid iron, and cereal liquid D. Awesome. Go, Megan. Thank you so much for sharing that information. I'm going to write that down actually, because that's good to know. Integrative. Hold on, y'all. I'm taking notes too. And if I missed your question, definitely copy and paste it. I will get to it. Cereal liquid D. I love it. Thank you so much, Dr. Megan. Appreciate it. Okay, let's see. The products from Fantasia Icy are very great. Thank you. Yes, you're welcome. I remember that product from back in the day. Yes, Fantasia Icy is OG products. Do you have any product recommendations for shinier hair? Yeah, so I mean, there's always like oils, of course, but there is one oil that I love, but I always hesitant to share it because not everyone likes silicones, even though I think silicones are amazing. But it's by a brand called Silicone Mix Shine Polisher. It's like I said, there is silicone in it, but it's a very lightweight silicone. It's not like super duper heavy, and a little bit goes a long way. So that's something I would recommend. If you don't want like anything like silicone, I would check out the what is her brand? Natural 85 Melanin multi-use purpose oil. I want to say her first ingredient in there, I think it's sweet almond oil. I can't remember, but then a little bit I think the third or fourth ingredient, thank you, Trish the Natural. The third or fourth ingredient is a silicone replacement. So she has a natural silicone in there, which will give you that shine that you're looking for. So I would say between those two are great products to promote shine. Trish the Natural, so glad I found your channel, Natural Hair Student Styling. Awesome. So glad you found my channel too, Trish. Thank you. I'm so glad you're here. Um, what products with silk protein is good to use? So I can't think of a product right now off the top of my head that has silk protein, but if you're looking to just strengthen your hair, there's a lot of great brands out there. K18 is a great brand. Olaplex is a great brand. Apogee is another great brand. I use Apogee religiously. I love their protein treatments because they actually do help to restore and strengthen the hair. So I would recommend those. Let's see. My ends are always very rough and dry, even shortly after trimming. Help. So you may need to do some serious TLC um, on your ends, because if you're getting your ends trimmed, but you're still having issues or you're still seeing like that roughness in your dryness, roughness, it sounds like it's a dryness issue. So one thing that I recommend doing for anyone who has like really rough edges, not edges, ends, so when you moisturize your hair, take like an extra amount of moisturizer and apply that on your ends. You will be amazed how a little extra TLC on your ends just improves like the look and the feel of your ends. I would even incorporate steam if you can get your hands on a good hair steamer. That'll also help with just increasing that hydration. Same thing with your deep conditioner. Put a little extra deep conditioner on your ends. And then also be mindful of your styling as well. I don't know if you do like a lot of wash and goes or a lot of twist outs or braid outs. Do you, comb your hair real rough? All of that manipulation can also play a role with the look and the appearance and the feel of your ends as well. So I would kind of like do a little assessment and go from there. But hopefully that helps. Okay. Let's see. I have a client whose hair feels like never absorbs moisture, even with hydration treatments. What should I use? Wow. So I'm assuming you've used steam and all that before. Hmm. I'm trying to think. Hmm. There is one brand I really like, but I don't know if it's like I mean, it is available. I shouldn't say it's not available. Okay, I'll tell you. So there's this brand called Davines. I think it's like Davines. Actually, one of the products I have is from them, but they have a hair mask called NouNou hair mask. I've talked about it a few times on this channel. And also on Instagram too. But NouNou hair mask is absolutely amazing. It's so much hydration. And I think if you pair that mask with your steaming treatment, that should help tremendously. So that's one thing I would recommend, that NouNou hair mask by Davines, Davines. Now, the other question is, what is she doing when she's not at your salon? Like when she's home, how is she caring for her hair? Is she moisturizing her hair at home? Is she, moisturizing on a daily basis? Is she using a water base or an aloe based moisturizer? Is she sealing in that moisture with the oil or a hair grease? Like what is she doing when she's not in your chair? Because that plays a role too. Because it's one thing for her to get her hair done with you, but when she leaves, what does that regimen look like? So I would kind of ask her those questions, maybe help her with a regimen, like a moisturizing regimen, doing like aloe vera mask with like glycerin, rose water, like these natural ingredients sometimes can work just as good as these products. So I would do things like that, incorporate honey. Honey is amazing humectant. There's so much you can do while she's with you, but also get her on a regimen when she's at home so that when she does come to you, it's not so dry. Hopefully that helps. Let's see. Any hair recommendations for really thick hair? Check out my Holy Grail product videos. I have like all the products. I recommend. I would look at the one for high porosity hair. I would look at the one that says high porosity Holy Grail products. You're gonna see a bunch of products from like shampoo, conditioner, leave-in, moisturizer, oils that I recommend. So check that video out. Let's see. Hi, Tanya. If you pre-poo, do you have to do a hot oil treatment? No, you don't have to. You can fluctuate it, alternate it out. I just prefer pre-poos because I feel like I get better penetration with the coconut oil or the babasu oil. That's just what I do. But you don't have to like do both of them. If you want to do pre-poo one week and hot oil treatment the next, that's completely fine. How do hair masks help and how can I use them? So hair masks, so typically when you think about a hair masks are going to have more oils, more butters, they're going to have more cationic ingredients, those conditioning ingredients that give you softness and slip versus a regular conditioner. So they're going to have more performance, okay? How do they help? They help with softness, they help with manageability, they help with shine, they help with slip. They help mainly with moisturization and prepping your hair for the upcoming week. How you can use it like you would a regular conditioner, but let it sit on your hair for at least a good 20 to 30 minutes. If you want to amplify the performance of that formulation, sit underneath a dryer or a steamer. And you can do that once a week or as needed based off of the moisture need that your hair needs. Okay. Okay. Hopefully that helps. You're welcome, preschool princess. What protective styles would you recommend? I recommend protective styles that are not trauma causing. Protective styles that are not going to stress your hair out. Okay. I'm all for braids and passion twists. Just make sure they're not tight. I'm all for headband wigs because they're easy to pop on and take right off. You can also do like buns, like have your hair in a bun, but tuck your ends in, but basically anything that hides your hair, hides your ends, and that does not pull at the crown or the nape of your hair. That's what I recommend. Hi, since you mentioned Apogee hairspray, OMG, thank you. You're welcome. I'm telling you, Apogee, the keratin spray is so good. What base oil should I use to make at home essential oil for hair growth? You can use anything, jojoba, olive, grapeseed. You can't go wrong with those. Let's see. An influencer said hair mask or deep conditioner shouldn't be used on a weekly basis because it's supposed to be used to treat an issue and we can get hydro fatigue. Okay. That's what they said. That's what they said, but that's not what I say. One thing I learned a long time ago is not to go back and forth with other influencers because at the end of the day, everyone has their own opinion. I just share what works for me and I share what works for other people. And that's it, you know? But as far as like the science goes, you using a deep conditioner once a week is not going to give you high growth fatigue. What will give you hydro fatigue is not pre-pooing your hair on a consistent basis. What will give you hydro fatigue is excessive moisture like water. Deep conditioners are roughly about maybe 60% water, but the rest of that is butters and oils. So that's not enough to give you hydro fatigue, So that's just my opinion, but definitely do what works for you, girl. Okay. Okay. What's your favorite protective hairstyle, twist or braids? I love my passion twists. I love them. I only keep them in for like 2 weeks though, but I do love them. What do you think about scalp exfoliators? That's right, Lanaya. I said what I said. Period. Okay, what do you think about scalp exfoliators? I think they're amazing. The one I personally love is Pacifica. I think it's like Pacifica scalp exfoliating brush or something, but I think they're amazing. They're a great way to get off, extra product buildup off the scalp. They're a great way to stimulate blood flow to the scalp. Now I'm at a point where anytime I shampoo my hair, I have to use a scalp exfoliator because I see a difference when I get out the shower. Like my scalp looks so much cleaner and just fresher. It just looks so much better. So I love them. I think they're great. Can you flat iron your hair after a protein treatment? Yep, you sure can. And that's one thing I do. So if I ever flat iron my hair, which I did, I want to say I did it like early March. I always do a protein treatment because I'm about to expose my hair to direct heat. So typically what my routine would look like, I will wash my hair, do like apogee 2-step, that protein treatment, and then I proceed to blow drying my hair and flat ironing my hair. So yes, you can definitely flat iron your hair after you do a protein treatment. I'm trying to grow back. I'm trying to go back my edges in pure castor oil. Okay to use daily. Pure castor oil is okay to use daily. I would just say don't be heavy-handed with it because you don't look like super crazy greasy, so just use a very, very low amount. If you find that it's too much, then I would say go to like 3 or 4 times a week. But as far as like using it daily, that's fine. Unless you're allergic, of course, then don't do it. But you'll know if you are allergic because you'll start getting little bumps and stuff and irritation. But if you're not, daily, small amount is fine. Hi, Tanya. Can I use a regular conditioner as a styler? You can. I would just say make sure it's not a protein conditioner. I wouldn't recommend that because you don't just, I just wouldn't recommend it. But definitely, if it's like a regular moisturizing conditioner, you can use it as a styler. If you find that it's causing buildup, like too much buildup, then I would just discontinue using that as a styler. But what you can also do too is take like a bottle, like a spray bottle, and pour just a little bit, like this much of the conditioner in it, and the rest of it, let that be water or aloe vera juice. Shake it up and spray that in your hair. That can be a great moisturizing spritz as well. What is a good protein treatment product? Apogee, K18, Olaplex. Those are my top 3. Can I grease daily with a tiny bit of grease? You can. There's nothing wrong with hair grease. There's nothing wrong with hair grease. I am a hair grease advocate. Okay. It is non-comedogenic. It's not going to clog the pores of your scalp. It's not going to block moisture from getting in the hair or the scalp. It's a great occlusive ingredient. It's great for locking in moisture, but it doesn't stop moisture from getting in. So yeah, totally use grease. Listen, if you are using grease and it's working for you, don't let any of these online folk talk you out of it. And that goes for any ingredient and any product. If you are using something for your hair, your scalp, your face, and it's working for you and you are seeing results, your hair is flourishing, you're seeing improvement, I don't care. I don't care if I say it, okay? If I say, nah, girl, don't do that, but your hair is flourishing, you keep doing that thing because everyone's hair is different. You got to do what works for you. If I could make that into a t-shirt, I would. Okay. But that's like the biggest thing. I'm trying not to go on a tangent, but I'm real passionate about that. I'm so passionate about it because sometimes I be getting so annoyed with these natural hair bullies. Like, y'all, relax. Like, it's my hair. If I want to put hair grease in it, I'll put hair grease in it. If I want to put oils in my hair, I'll put oils in my hair. If it's working, it's working. I digress. I'm from Jersey, y'all. I'm from Newark, New Jersey, and I be trying to, but I digress. Okay, next question. Okay, let's see. What's the best way to use babasu oil? I think it's an amazing prepoo. It's very close, like science, like molecule wise, science wise, chemistry wise. It's very close to coconut oil, but it's not coconut oil. You know, babasu oil is very rich. Honestly, if I had to choose, like between coconut and babasu, between me and you, I would choose babasu oil. Coconut oil is readily available, which is why I've been using it so often because I haven't had a chance to order any babasu oil, but I can get coconut oil around the corner. But the babasu oil, I gotta order that, and it's just like I'm like, I'll just use what I got. But babasu oil is so amazing. It's great as a pre-poo. I recommend like putting it like on your dry hair. Let it sit for like 30 minutes to an hour or longer if you can. You can even detangle with it because it's very slippery for the hair. And just rinse that out and proceed with your wash day. But that's how I would use babasu oil. I wouldn't use it as a sealant, you know, like put my moisturizer on and then put the babasu oil on. I would just use it as a pre-poo. What is your skincare routine? So what is my skincare routine? So honestly, my routine has not changed. It's been like this for the past 5 years. So I use this one soap it's by a brand called Biore, Biore. And it's a charcoal soap, like it's black. It's a black charcoal soap. It's amazing. I think it helps tremendously with like evening out my skin tone. There's a little bit of like exfoliating to it as well, but I use that as my wash, well, my cleanser. I use Dermalogica. I think it's like it's their daily exfoliator they have. It's like a long white bottle with gray letters. That stuff is amazing. Love that. My moisturizer is by a brand called Melaleuca, which I don't think you can find it. I think you can find it on Amazon, but my mom is like a Melaleuca seller, so she can get the lotion for me. But it's like one of those like beauty marketing companies where you gotta only get it from them. It's like one of those, but I'm sure they have it online somewhere. But it's by Melaleuca and it's called Renew. That's the name of the lotion, called Renew. So amazing. If I have a breakout, tea tree oil. I just dab a little bit. Now, you're not supposed to put tea tree oil directly on your skin, but I like to live life on the wild side sometimes. So I'll just dab a little, you know, like a little bump I may have. And literally by the next day or the next day, it's gone. So that's what I do. That's what I do. I try to keep it simple. I wash my makeup off at night. I try not to go to bed with it. That plays a huge role as well. Now, one thing I'm not good at is sunscreen. I need to do better at that because I don't wear any, but I need to find me a good sunscreen. If you guys have any good sunscreen brands or products, drop them in the comments because I would love to know. So that's it, y'all. That's my skincare routine. That's what I do. What's the best way to use murmurel butter? The same way. Murmurel butter is another great pre-poo oil / butter. So I would use it the same way as babasu or coconut oil. All right, let's see. All right, I'm trying to scroll up to see what I missed. Fellow North New Jersey. Hey, Allison, what do you think about bond products? Like the bonding, like protein bonding products like Olaplex. I think they're effective. I think that you got to be consistent with those products for sure, you know, to see any great results. But I don't want, I'm trying to be careful with my words. So I think they're great, but the performance of it only goes so far. And I said this in a previous live before. You definitely, it's not going to take, you know, relaxed hair back to natural. It's not going to repair, you know, those disulfide bonds, you know, but if you have like really bad like damage from like a chemical service, you will see results with those type of treatments. If you have heat damage, it depends on the severity of the heat damage if you will see results with that. But as a whole, I think they're very innovative. I really like K18. I'm kind of biased to K18. I like their hair mask. So Olaplex is great too, but recently I've been on the K18 bandwagon. So, but yeah, but those are great. So yeah, those are like the bonding products I would recommend. The melanin in your skin protects you from the sun. Oh, is that so, Tamiko? That's so. Okay, how about pumpkin seed? How would you use pumpkin seed oil? I would use pumpkin seed oil as a scalp oil. You know, I would use it as a sealant. You know, that's one great thing about pumpkin seed oil is that it is a carrier oil, so you can use it to make your own, like, you know, hair elixirs and whatnot, but you can definitely use it to lock in moisture after you're done moisturizing your hair. But because there's some great data on it of it helping to support hair growth, I would also use it, you know, when you're doing like your scalp massages, you know. I think everyone should be doing like nightly scalp massages. But pumpkin seed oil would be great for that for sure. But you want to get the right one though. You don't want to get like real pumpkin seed oil is not like a light yellow color. It's like green. It's like a brown. It's dark. It's dark, 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 dark. Okay. So that's the real stuff. You don't want to get like anything that's like yellow light because it's not authentic. So keep that in mind. What's the fastest way to grow my hair? That's a mouthful of a question. I'll try to tackle it though. So the fastest way to grow your hair. Well, I would tackle it 3 ways. The first way is length retention. Okay. And I want to start there because I think a lot of times we focus a lot on the hair growth oil and the scalp and what can I put on my scalp that we forget about this, you know? So I would say definitely have a consistent regimen. Consistency is the key, though. That's the key. Okay. If you're not going to be consistent, you're not going to see, you know, the results that you're looking for. You got to have a consistent regimen, whether that's washing your hair once a week, deep conditioning once a week, or conditioning once a week, whatever one you want to do. But the whole point of that is to maintain what you currently got. That's the first thing, because there's no point of doing all the hair growth elixirs and the clove juice and the fenugreeks in the world if you can't maintain this. So that's number one. Number two, the scalp. Yes. So you want to make sure that you have a clean, fresh scalp as much as possible, meaning you want to avoid product buildup. Okay. Because product buildup can lead to a lot of scalp issues that can hinder hair growth, you know? So once again, this is also going back to prevention. So make sure you are effectively cleansing your scalp, not with a co-wash, but an actual moisturizing shampoo. All right. Depending on the products that you use, you may need to clarify once a month. If you have like a lot of heavy butters and creams, you may have to clarify. And that's okay too. ORS has a really good clarifying shampoo. I think it's like aloe shampoo. That's one I really recommend. That's awesome. You can also use apple cider vinegar. So that's the second thing. Take care of your scalp. / get on a really good hair growth oil, whether that's something as simple as jojoba and rosemary or castor and peppermint, but some type of essential oil in there that's going to help to support hair growth. Okay. Okay. Next, last but not least, is internal. Get on a really good hair vitamin. I mentioned a few earlier. Shadavia. Is it Shadavia? No, it's Shadavi. Nutrafol, pure encapsulated biotin, Ritual. All those are great vitamins that will give you the nutrients that your body needs to support hair growth. So that's the internal part, but also your diet. The thing no one wants to talk about, your diet plays a huge role in how fast your hair grows. If you're constantly eating burgers and fries and pizza and soda and ice cream and candy and all the things, you're going to have some problems because sugar is carbs. Carbs lead to inflammation. And the last thing you want is inflammation in your scalp because that's going to hinder hair growth. Whew. So yeah, that's what I recommend. I have quite a few videos here on YouTube. Just type in curly chemistry hair growth. You will see all the things. Okay. So that's what I recommend. Grow hair with your diet. I like that, Tamiko. I like that. Thank you guys for the likes. I'm at 75 likes. Can we get this to 100 likes? That would be so great. Thank you guys. Hope this is helping you guys. Let's see. Any advice for postpartum shedding? Yes. So number one, I would say know that this is natural, is not abnormal at all. So what you are experiencing is natural. Okay, that's number one. Number two, if you can get your hands on some green tea, that's going to help tremendously. Green tea rinses are amazing for just stopping excessive shedding. You know, you guys know our hair is going to shed regardless. That is normal. But if it's like excessive shedding, like, you know, your shedding is normally like a size of like a nickel, right? Like a little small. But then now it's like this size, then that's not normal. But I do recommend doing green tea rinses. I have a video on it on my YouTube channel. So check that out. Sorry, guys. I would say check that out. But I talk more about how to do it, how to make it, all the things. But green tea rinses are awesome. Let's see. I like tinted sunscreens. ND Solar Science is good. They have light, medium, and dark is what I use. Okay, cool. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm gonna check that out. All right, what time is it? 12:54. We got a few more minutes, then I'm out of here. Let's see. Thank you guys. We got 114 likes. Thank you. I appreciate it. All right, let's see. Good carbs, sweet potatoes, and quinoa. Thank you for clarifying that, Veronica. Okay. Is Carol's Daughter Wash Day Delight good as a regular shampoo, or is it a clarifying shampoo? I think it's great as a regular shampoo. Excuse me. I'm drinking like sparkling water, so I keep belching. Yeah, I think it's a great regular shampoo. It's very, I love the formula because it's liquid with the little scalp applicator. I think that's so innovative. But yeah, I mean, it's very moisturizing on the scalp. Now, of course, everyone's gonna have different results. Someone might find that it's too stripping. Some may find that it's moisturizing. I think it's great. I don't classify that as a clarifier. I think there's only like 2 or 3 cleansing surfactants in there. I can't remember, but I look at that as a regular shampoo. So yeah, Black Girl Sunscreen. I've seen them in Target, Pamela. I got to check them out. MD Solar Science. Okay. Check them out too. I just slid in here late while I'm at work. I'm going to watch the replay, but glad to be here. I'm so glad you're here, Emmy. Thank you. Thank you. What about moringa instead of green tea? I'm not sure about moringa. I haven't seen that much data on moringa. I might need to look into moringa. Let me write that down. Thank you. I'll look more into moringa. I wouldn't be surprised though, because moringa, light green tea, has a ton of antioxidants and catechins and polyphenolic compounds and organic compounds that can help with shedding and healthy hair. So I wouldn't be surprised if moringa, does the same thing, if not better. So I will look into that. Thank you for that point. Thank you, Lamar. Appreciate you. Hawaiian Silky 14-in-1. That's a classic. Very, very hydrating. I think the second ingredient is like glycerin or something like that, but Hawaiian Silky is good. I used to use that when I was relaxed. Did you get the Gerald Steiner from Trader Joe's? What's Gerald Steiner? What's that? Veronica? Gerald Steiner. You're so welcome. I'm so glad this is helpful. This is huge help. Wish I could give you 1,000 likes. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. I'm so happy. I'm happy that this is helping you guys. I appreciate it. And that's why I'm here. That's why I'm here. I'm here to serve, okay? Here to serve my community. Okay. Thank you, Anita. Okay, I just had a question. What's a good protein treatment? We just talked about that. Apogee, K18, Olaplex. Those are like the 3 brands. But if you want something like Apogee 2-step, reconstructor, no, yeah, Apogee 2-step treatment is more of a heavier protein. If you want something lighter, Apogee 2 minutes. Those are more on like the more affordable options. K18 leave-in mask is good too. I think that one starts around like 40 or $50. I can't remember, but they're both great. And Olaplex is good too. What can I use to stop shedding when you're going through menopause? Pumpkin seed oil and green tea rinses. I would do nightly pumpkin seed oil massages, massage. Okay. And then I would use green tea rinses on your wash day. Do it after you shampoo your hair. Okay. Don't do it on a dirty scalp. Do it like, you rinse off your shampoo, then get the green tea rinse. If you can get it like in like a little nozzle bottle. Thank you, Brown Gal Peace Lounge. Thank you, sis. I'm gonna get to your question. If you can get it in like a nozzle and just pour it on and massage it in, that's great. And you don't have to rinse it out either, but I would recommend that. Do you have any tips for how to choose a curly cut? How to choose a curly cut? I think a lot of it has to do with like your facial shape, like if it fits you, because I like the I don't know if it's an actual name for it, but I like the Egyptian like triangle like cuts, So I would recommend doing that. I'm not super knowledgeable on like the diva or the Riza, like the different, but I would say, definitely you have to do the one that works best for you. Do it based off of like your facial shape and whatnot, and make sure that whoever does the cut, the stylist, that they know what they're doing, and you can see like past pictures of their clients, of what it looked like when they got it done. And of course, utilize YouTube, as you guys know, it's a great resource to help you decide which cut you want to go with. Hopefully that helps. What prevents knots on the ends of the hair? I would say consistently detangling your hair. Try not to wait too long to thoroughly detangle your hair. Be mindful of how you handle your hair, how you comb your hair, brush your hair, how you style your hair. Are you getting trims on a regular basis? Are you waiting like 6 months to do a trim? All that plays a role in like the little knots that you get on the ends of your hair. So hopefully that helps. All right, what time is it? Okay, I got like 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes. Are we supposed to oil our scalp every night? That's a great question. I think it depends, honestly. Like I am a oil scalp every nighter, me, because my scalp can handle that. But then again, I wash my hair every week too. You know what I'm saying? If I was doing that every night and only wash my hair once a month, that's not going to be good for me, So I think it depends on your wash days. It depends on your scalp, like the biology of your scalp. That plays a role too. There's some people who can do it every night, like me, and there's some who can't, and they got to like oil their scalp maybe 3 times a week or less. And if they naturally have overactive sebaceous glands, like the oil glands, they definitely can't be oiling their scalp every night because they're going to be like super greasy. You know what I'm saying? So I think it just depends. The whole thing, honestly, with this hair care journey, it's going to be a lot of trial and error. Oh, my stomach is growling. I need to eat. It's going to be a lot of trial and error. You're going to get a lot of information on YouTube, a ton. But you take the stuff that makes sense for you and then you try it. And if you try it and it doesn't work, you try to, be like, okay, doesn't work for me. I'm looking for something else. Or, okay, she said do this every day, but let me try to do this 3 times a week. Oh, that works for me. So it's like you take this information, but you got to kind of filter it down to what works best for you. And I know that society has categorized us in these boxes of 4A, 4B, 4C, but we're not just that. We're not just low porosity, high porosity, normal porosity. We are what our fingerprints. We are our own person. So you got to find what works best for you. But hopefully that does help. I can't oil my scalp. What's wrong? When you say you can't oil your scalp, like what happens? Does your scalp get irritated? Is it inflamed? Is it burning? You know, because if that's the case, it could be the oil that you're using. Maybe you're allergic to it. Maybe you have a sensitive scalp. Maybe you can't do like nut-based oils or plant-based oils. You know, it can be a number of things. Do you have buildup on your scalp already and you're just putting oil on top of it? You know, it can be a number of things. So yeah, hopefully that kind of helps you navigate. Hey, Tanya, how often do you use the Revere? I typically use it every wash day. Every wash day is when I use it. And I've just started doing that like for the past 3 months. And the reason why I'm doing that is because I'm retaining a lot of length. You guys can't see now for obvious reasons, but I'm retaining a lot of length. I'm experiencing a lot less breakage, a lot less tangles. So it's working for me. So I'm going to stick with it. Lanaya said, I'm hungry too. Girl, what time is it? It's 1:03. I haven't ate anything all day besides this pineapple sparkling water. Great tips. Thank you, Nat. I appreciate it. Go eat. I need to go eat. Okay. Can we use castor oil as a carrier oil with a mix of cloves and rosemary? Yes. That's a good mix, girl. Do that. Let me know how it works. Totally use that. And you can just use essential oil, like clove essential oil, rosemary essential oil. Yep, totally. All right. I'm gonna do maybe 2 more questions and I'm out. How can I grow my hair faster while transitioning from relaxed to natural? I've been there. I have been in that transitioning phase. I got tons of videos from way back when on my YouTube channel. So take some time to binge watch those. But as far as like to grow your hair faster, I mean, I kind of touched on this earlier, so you may have to watch the replay of it. But definitely, you know, I would say get a good hair vitamin, you know, do nightly scalp massages. Of course, be mindful of your, well, you're transitioning. So either way, you're going to end up cutting them in the ends anyway. But I would just say, you know, just tackle hair growth internally and externally. So a good hair growth oil and a good hair vitamin. Are you intermittent fasting? I do intermittent fasting. Yep. I actually lost, I don't know if you guys noticed, but I lost 20 pounds last summer. If you guys look at my videos from like March last year, you will see a difference in like my neck, my cheeks, everything. Like intermittent fasting is the way to go if you're trying to lose some weight. And I lost 20 pounds in like freaking 8 weeks, maybe 6 to 8 weeks. Like I had to stop because I'm tall. I'm naturally a tall person. And I'm not trying to be model thin, but yeah, but intermittent fasting is the way to go. I noticed. Congratulations. Thank you. Thanks, Tamara. All right. Last question. I lost 40 pounds in 8 weeks. That's awesome. That's amazing. Go, girl. Okay. What is intermittent fasting? Okay. Thank you, Brown Gal. Okay. Intermittent fasting is okay. So I'll tell you what I did. Basically, it's like you taking certain amount of time to eat and certain amount of time to not eat. So basically, what this looked like for me was I skip breakfast and I don't eat until after 12 o'clock, but I don't eat after 8 o'clock. So it's like between 8 p.m. until the next day, 12 p.m., I am fasting. What is that? 21 hours, 18 hours, 16 hours? I am fasting. And that allows your body to like repair itself if there's any issues, any autoimmune issues. A great person to watch here on YouTube, Dr. Berg, Berg. He talks about intermittent fasting. Like he is like the intermittent fasting guru on YouTube. He will break it down to you. Okay. But it's amazing. It helps so much. But basically, I try not to eat until like 12 o'clock, but I don't eat after 8 o'clock. At least I try not to. That's the goal. That's what I do. A 16-18 schedule. Yep. That's what I did. I did a 12 to 8 window to eat 16 hours of fast. Yep. He is awesome. I love Dr. Berg. Love him. I know you look smaller when you came on. Thank you. Appreciate it. All right, guys. I think that might have been my last question. Okay, wait, this is gonna be my last one here because I saw your question before. What's the best remedy for sour hair due to wet ponytails and elastic bands? Sour hair. I've never heard that term before. Sour hair. Like mildewy hair? Like it just stank? Is that what sour hair is? Well, whatever it is, I don't recommend wet anything, like, of course, if you're air drying, that's different. But I'm assuming the sour hair is coming from the wet ponytail and the wet elastic band, which probably has not been washed. So it probably has bacteria and other microbes on it, which is leading to the smell of the sourness, right? So number one, I would discontinue doing the wet ponytails. And then number two, I would wash those bands, especially if they stink. And I hate to say this, but I don't think okay, I won't say y'all. I recently just started washing my hair scarves. I would have hair scarves that I've had for years that never been washed. And I'm like, oh, wait a minute. Why am I doing this? This is full of oil and microbes. And if you smell it, it don't smell like it should. Like, let me quit. You know what I'm saying? So I wash anything that's like a fabric that comes in contact with my hair. I might even wash this if it needs to be washed. I'm washing my stuff because that sour smell that you're seeing, that you're smelling, is coming from some bacteria. It's coming from some microbe. It's coming from something that ain't supposed to be there. Okay, so I would recommend that. Okay, so no more wet ponytails, and wash the elastic bands. Now, you don't have to wash like the little black ones unless you want to, you can, but I'm talking about like scarves and headbands and whatnot. Like just, throw them in the washer, put a little Tide in there, little fabric softener, let it air dry or put in the dryer, you feel good. All right, I'm about to start cutting up. I gotta go. Hey, Danielle. Keep a journal, please. Keep a journal for like what, fasting? I do not have a video on how to properly wash your brushes and your hair tools, and that is a good video. I need to do that. Write it down. Thank you. Who said that? Asmaret. Thank you, sis. Thank you. Video. Washing hair brushes. It's been an hour and 7 minutes. Thank you guys for rocking with me this late. Not this late, this long. I appreciate it. Ooh, y'all starting to ask more hair questions. I gotta go. What products do you use when using the Revere to prevent drying? To prevent drying? So I use 3 products. I use, oh, I got you my product. I got more products to show you guys. Thank you for that reminder. Okay, so I layer my leave-in conditioner. So when I get out the shower, right, and my hair is wet, I first spray the Apogee Pro Vitamin leave-in conditioner. It's a liquid. I just spray it in my hair. And then the second layer is the Apogee Green Tea reconstructivizer spray. I kid you not. And I'm not just saying this because of just to say this, but that combination, the smoothness, the softness, the slip, the curl definition is just a true conditioning ingredient. Formula. It's so amazing. And I think that's why I love Apogee so much, is because all of their products are pH balanced. And pH plays a huge role in how our hair responds. You will be surprised how, let's say, a moisturizer or a conditioner you use that was just trashed. It was trash, right? It was just not good. If the chemist adjusted the pH to a more optimum pH, that would turn that formula around. Like that's how big pH is in formulation. But I love Apogee because they do all the things. Okay. But anyway, back to your question. So I do that as my layering for my leave-in conditioner. But because I'm using heat on a low setting, I will use a silicone serum. I use silicone mix shine polisher serum. So that's the only 3 products I use. And then I do my little Revere. You know, I may put some leave-in conditioner on the ends of my hair and braid it up, and I'm done. That's it. All right. Marjorie's like, thank you. Go get some lunch. All right. I love you guys so much. We're at 162 likes, no, 163. Can we get this to 180 likes? 180 likes. Can we get it to 180 likes? Have you seen Dr. Berg's hair products with biotin? I would love to know your thoughts on those. Was thinking about purchasing. I have seen them. I haven't tried them. I have to look at the ingredient list. But I mean, so far everything he has, like I take his iodine supplements. I take he has like these electrolyte powder. I like that too. He has like a lot of good quality supplements. But I'll check out his hair products. I'll check them out. And your bonnets, wash them. Yes, sis. You gotta wash your bonnets and your scarves because I'm like, this don't make no sense. Why don't I wash my hair scarves? Like, I know better now. I know better. Okay. Yes. Thank you, LaRonda. Okay, so we talked about this, right? Yes. This is the Fantasia Icy Leave-In Hair and Scalp Treatment. This is like a final rinse. So after you rinse out your conditioner, you put this on your hair. And this just kind of just gives you extra moisturizing boostingness, you know, and it's also great for your scalp because it has witch hazel in it. Don't be afraid of witch hazel. I know we look at it as like a toner for the skin, and it is. That it is, but it's also great for the scalp as well, especially when it comes to getting rid of flakiness, dryness, and dandruff as well. So this is something I highly recommend. It's water, witch hazel, and a humectant called propylene glycol. Propylene glycol sounds scary, but it's not. It is just like glycerin. It is a humectant. Okay, so that's the first product here. What are your thoughts about aloe vera? I think aloe vera is dope. I think it's great for the hair and the scalp. Okay. Ta-da! Now the verdict is still out, but I still wanted to share it because I think it's really innovative and interesting. So this is the Amika Instant Shine Mask. And basically it says all shine, no wait. This flash acting treatment mask instantly seals, softens, and hydrates the hair. It has amino acids, UV filters to keep color, so if you have colored hair, vibrant, and delivers a silky finish in a minute. It's the boss of gloss. Yes, I said that on purpose because I'm from New Jersey, so I got to say things like os. Okay, so basically, after cleansing, squeeze water from the hair, apply in sections from root to tip until fully saturated. So basically, this is supposed to be like a shine mask. So if you want like that shine and whatnot. Now, my experience using this, I like the fact that it does soften the hair. Like it softens my hair, but I wouldn't say it gives me like increased shine, but I do like the slip, which is why I'm sharing it with you guys. I only share things that I like. If I don't like it, I'm not going to talk about it because I know the influence that I carry as a cosmetic chemist, and I never want to bash a brand because it didn't work for my hair. Does that make sense? Because I understand that something may work for you, but it may not work for me. And I'm not going to come on here and say, girl, this thing is trash, and then everybody not buy it. You know, I'm not going to do that. But the reason why I'm sharing with you guys is because if you are looking for something that's going to soften your hair even more than your conditioner and give you some great slip even more than your conditioner, I do recommend checking this out. You can get this at Sephora, but it's the Instant Shine Mask by Amika. I like this a lot. I didn't see much shine though, be honest about that, but the slip and the softness, really, really nice. I like this a lot. Okay, next. Bam! I use this pretty much every day. This is my edge control of choice. And if you guys have seen me do like my passion twist, thank you guys. I'm at 193. Can I get at 200 likes? Can I get 200 likes on Friday? Okay, seriously. Shine and Jam. I love this. If you see me do like my passion twist, this is what I use to do the twist. This. Why do I like this so much? It does not flake. Does not flake. It does not leave a residue. And you see my edges? It's this stuff right here. Okay. So Shine and Jam is so amazing. Like I said, great edge control, great for braiding and for twisting. You can get this anywhere. Let me see, like a clear gel. Smells like nothing special, but I do love the hold and the length of the hold, and it doesn't leave any residue. Okay. Make sure I missed nothing. Shining Jam goes way back. Does it? Why did I just discover this like a year ago, like 2 years ago? This is good. All right, last but not least, the Davines NouNou conditioner. Woo-hoo! Now, excuse me, sparkling water, all the things. Okay. Now, NouNou. Now I love this. This is what I talked about earlier, but I talked about the NouNou hair mask. This is the NouNou conditioner, which, in my opinion, it's very. I don't know if I can show you. Hold on. Look how thick this is. Don't mind my little pieces of shedded hair. I'm sorry. My bad. This is the joy of having a live video. You can't edit anything out. So this is what it looks like. I know it looks crazy, but this stuff is so good. This is definitely right now my, I would say, top 2 or top 3 conditioner at the moment, because it literally coats your hair. It's thick. So if you don't want anything thick, this is not for you, but it's very thick and it coats the hair and it gives you some serious slip. Okay. Your curls will feel juicy. You know, when you just like bite into like a watermelon on like a July afternoon and it's like drip. Yeah, this is what this is. It's juicy. It's so good. I love this stuff. Love, love, love. I think you can only buy it offline, but this is so good. I love this so much. So I just want to share with you guys, you know, if you're looking for a conditioner, or even a hair mask, you can still use this NouNou conditioner by Davines, Davines. I will put all these products in the description box below. Thank you guys for giving me the 205 likes. I appreciate it. But yeah, I will put all of these in the description box below. But I really like this conditioner a lot. Tons of slip, softness, does a great job at conditioning the hair, and the comb just glides right through my hair. Anything that can glide through my hair, I'm going to share with you guys. Okay. She said, spell it out or out in description. I'm going to put in the description, but it's Davines, Davines, NouNou. I know it's backwards. NouNou, NOU conditioner by Davines, Davines. Okay. But I'll put all of the things below in the description box. Give me like 5 minutes once I get off of this and I'll do that for you guys. All right. All right, guys. I love you so much. I'm about to go eat. Just wanted to know what's a good shampoo without a lot of harsh ingredients in them. It's so hard to choose now. Carol's Daughter Wash Day Delight, As I Am, Pomegranate Shampoo, Atlanta Hair Doctor's shampoo. Those are my top 3 shampoos right now that I find myself using very often. I fluctuate my products out very often. So what I might be right now may be different next month. But right now, those are my 3 shampoos that I'm really loving. So yeah, those are great. Very moisturizing. They're not clarifying, but they are very moisturizing, but they do cleanse the scalp as well. All right. Okay. I love you guys. I missed a live, but I'm going to, yes, watch the replay. I love you. I love you too, Shad, Jim Dropper. How do you feel about hyaluronic acid in hair care? Hyaluronic acid is dope. Very moisturizing. Very, very powerful. Way powerful than glycerin. Great for the skin and the hair. All right. I love you guys so much once again. Anything I want to share? I think that's it for now. Have a wonderful weekend. Be safe. Have fun. Right now, my website is under construction because your girl is updating her website and I'm very excited. I want to share something with you guys. I don't know if I should share it right now or I should wait. Maybe I should wait. I don't know. I'm gonna share it. No, I'm gonna wait. No, I'm gonna share it. Okay, so I'm updating my website right now because I want to give it a fresh look, a fresh face, right? You guys know about my new book coming out, Practical Solutions for Natural Hair. That will be coming out very soon. Stay tuned for that. But I'm going to be offering one-on-one hair care services. You guys have been asking for this for like 2 years now. Like, okay, Tanya, this is great, but how can I talk to you one-on-one about my hair care issues? Like, how can we connect? So that's what that's going to be. Okay. It's going to be a lot of great options where we can do video, Zoom calls, just me and you, girl, me and you. Okay. We can talk on the phone or we can do this via email, but it's going to be a new service for you guys. And I'm just so excited because I'm like, finally, I can connect with y'all one-on-one. Okay. So stay tuned. I really want this to launch, if not in 2 weeks, definitely the end of May, but I'm just buttoning up everything and getting things in order so that it's seamless for you guys. And it's a good experience for you guys as well. Okay. Okay. I shared the things. Hopefully my website will be done definitely this weekend for sure, Monday for sure, but stay tuned for that. So but anyway, I love you guys. If you want to connect with me, connect with me in the comments of this video. Like I said, I'm going to save it. Congratulations. Yay, yay, great. You're awesome. Yay. Thank you. Yay, exciting. Yay. If you're excited, I'm excited too, because I'm doing this because you, okay? I'm all about serving you guys because I love y'all, okay? And I'm on this journey with you. You're not alone, okay? We are in this together, all right? Okay, I'm gonna go because I'm gonna keep talking because y'all my people. All right, I love you guys. Have a wonderful weekend. Be safe, have fun. God bless. I love you. Heart. Bye.